We were scattered like dust before a storm. Our people, the Lurti, once roamed the star lanes freely, singing to nebulae and drifting among the shimmering petals of cosmic orchids. We were not warriors. We built temples of light, gardens suspended in vacuum, crafted songs so haunting that even comets paused to listen. But the Korthan Empire saw only weakness in our music, only prey in our shimmering sails. They came without warning, black hulls splitting the starlight like a blade through silk. Their soldiers wore iron masks and carried fusion scythes, slicing through our crystalline cities without hesitation. We fled from one moon to the next, each world a fresh wound. Our songs turned from praise to mourning, our gardens to refugee camps. Every cycle we lost more, elders, children, entire generations swallowed in fire. The idea of resistance was foreign to us. We had always believed in weaving away from conflict, finding new stars rather than standing to defend one. Each clan leader urged patience, telling us survival was enough. We believed them, until the day a lone human shuttle crash-landed on the outskirts of our last refuge. He called himself Marcus Reyes. His craft was a patched, dented thing that stank of burnt circuits and recycled air. When we dragged him from the wreckage, he was half-conscious, coughing up blood and curses. Our healers wanted to save him, though many argued we should push the strange creature back into space before the Korthan found him. But he recovered. And when he opened his eyes and saw our shimmering forms gathered in fear, he did not look away or bow. He grinned, teeth bloodstained, and rasped, "So you all waiting to die, or are you planning on fighting back?" We did not understand. Fight back? We had no weapons worth naming. Our defenses were layers of mist and veils of light meant to confuse, not to kill. When we told him this, he roared with laughter, a sharp, defiant sound that seemed to echo through every chamber of our floating sanctuary. "I've seen this before," Marcus said, leaning on a twisted metal crutch. "A people so used to running they forgot they had claws. You think the Korthan are unstoppable? They're just bullies in bigger armor. And bullies can bleed." He began to teach us. First, he showed us how to dismantle our energy harps and solar sails to make crude explosives. We turned our delicate art into traps, our resonant crystals into devastating shrapnel. We learned to forge our light into focused beams that could slice through steel. The first time we detonated one of these bombs under a Korthan patrol, we expected retribution to come swiftly. Instead, they retreated in confusion. Marcus taught us to move as a single organism rather than scattered prey. We learned formations, hand signals, codes sung beneath our breath. Our elders learned to wield staff blades reforged from broken spire supports. Our children learned to lay ambush lines between the starlit gardens. When the Korthan finally returned in force, expecting an easy slaughter, they found an unrecognizable people. We did not flee. We stood at the edge of our sanctuary, humming in low unison, our light armor shimmering with angry pulses. Marcus stood in front, plasma rifle in one hand, his other fist clenched at his side. They opened fire. We struck as one. Explosions rippled across the black hulls, blades of light tore through landing parties. We moved like a living wave, no more disjointed families hiding behind curtains of gas. We became a tide, a single pulse beating with a new, defiant rhythm. Marcus roared commands, running into the heart of the enemy line, tossing detonators, dragging wounded Lurti back with impossible strength. We watched him bleed and still rise, again and again, his laughter echoing even as plasma scorched the air around him. Hours turned to days. The Korthan commander sent wave after wave, each one crashing against our newly forged unity and shattering. Our elders sang a war song, an eerie harmony that guided our attacks. Our children fought beside us, no longer hidden, but shining like tiny stars in the gloom. In the final push, Marcus led a boarding party straight into the Korthan flagship. We saw him disappear into the iron mouth of that monster ship, and for a moment, our new unity trembled. But then, across every comm channel, his voice crackled through. "For every world you took from them, I'm taking your heart today." A brilliant light bloomed inside the Korthan flagship. The ship's spine split, molten shards raining into the void. Marcus Reyes did not emerge from that fire. His body was never found. But the Korthan fleet shattered that day, limping away into deep space, terrified and humiliated. In the silence that followed, we gathered around the husk of our sanctuary. We grieved for Marcus as we would a fallen star. And yet in our grief, we felt something new, not only sadness but power, resolve. We rebuilt our ships, not as vessels of flight, but as war sails, gleaming with our music and armed with all the tricks Marcus taught us. We sang a new song as we sailed into Korthan space, no longer prey but hunters bound together by a single fierce heart. We called ourselves the Unified Lurti Armada, but among us, we spoke another name in reverent tones, the first human, the one who taught us to fight as one. And so, across 100 worlds, the Korthan learned that the people they once called shimmering insects could swarm, sting, and burn brighter than any sun, all because one human refused to let us die alone.